Hey guys, I'm back, and here is part 2 of the 1991 Terminator 2 Mobile Assault Vehicle by Kenner. So this is it out of the box. Really cool vehicle. Um, it's just funny that this did not sell that well, but now it's like the most expensive one. I was at a convention recently here in Connecticut, and I always told people, oh yeah, Terminator, it's underrated, and I was just kind of bullshitting them because I really like these toys, and I always go for an underdog. But I was at this convention, and at this one vendor table, this guy had all the Terminator stuff in the back. I think he had this for like $45 in its box. He had a lot of the T2 figures from Kenner, where this is from, for like 25 a piece. So I guess now they're being demanded. So I was not kidding, even though I was just kind of making that up just to say I love these toys, and I don't care if they don't have valuable. They're not valuable. They're just cool to have in a collection because it's Kenner, and it's Arnold, and this is one of the best sequels that ever made. So, anyways, going back to this, the has features. You press this missile comes out. It's kind of rubbery, so I guess they figured, well, it doesn't crack or anything. They made it rubber. The other cool thing on here too is, which I think is cool, they started, I kind of noticed that they did this on some late 80s and early 90s Kenner toys, specific ones. But it was, some of them, it would just chip off, but they put this metallic paint over it, which I think held up very well. I know for the RoboCop toys from the late 80s, they used metallic paint, and most of it has chipped away, which is kind of sad, because I just think that's an awesome feature, and it goes with the character and the character's world. So one of the cool things this had was this visor. It's all rubbery, and in here is half of a endoskeleton from Terminator Salvation, because they never made a John Connor figure for the Kenner toys of an older John Connor, so I picked one up for like $5 off eBay to go along with this vehicle, since this kind of reminds you of something that would be in the future when they fight the machines. I am not collecting Terminator Salvation figures, other than just getting that one just to go along with this. But so this is the car. This is the car, and I'm surprised that this did not sell in 1991, and when this came out, and wasn't popular. I'm very surprised. It's probably because of the parents. This film was rated R. But, I mean, it's about robots. I mean, the only violent thing that happened in Terminator 2 is just pretty much this T-1000 was pretty gruesome with some of his deaths, but nothing too explicit, nothing like that was like in Hellraiser or anything like that. It wasn't that violent, but, nothing different from, like, probably like Saving Private Ryan or something like that. Just, a lot of blood. Just a lot of violence. That's it. So yeah, this is the mobile assault vehicle from 1991, Kenner. Now, I wanted to show you guys a figure from, this. This is the figure that came out in the last line for Terminator 2, which was Future War. It was in 1993, and I wanted to show you it. So here it is. This is the Hidden Power Terminator, 1993. So these are like what the figures would look like. They're about like 5 inches, and this is Arnold, obviously. And the cool thing about the Future War line was they had these tattoos, and that meant that they were sent to protect the resistance, but if they didn't have one, they were programmed to kill the human resistance. So the cool thing on that is you would lift his arm, this little hook would swing around, and then there's a button here, and it would shoot out the hook. And I'm not going to do it, but just to give you guys an idea of these toys. Like, I'm just so surprised that they did so bad. Like, I just think these toys have, like, the coolest gimmicks. And that's what Kenner was very good at, at this time period, up until, like, I'm trying to think when they stopped doing it. Probably around this point, because, most of the other toys that came out after that, weren't, like, as gimmicky as this. Like, I know the Ghostbuster toys were, and especially these. I just think it's cool when, action figures have all these cool features, like his cannon can swing out and you can see his insides, and I just think that's really cool and something that you wouldn't get anymore, and coined the name action figure. So this is it. This is the Terminator 2 mobile assault vehicle by Kenner, and this is the Hidden Power Terminator from Kenner, Future War 1993. So, not that bad. I can't stress on, these toys aren't bad. I think you should get them in your collection. I think these toys are better than any of the stuff that they make now. Even though it's highly detailed, it doesn't have that vintage appeal or, like, this coolness. I mean, it's not really movie accurate, per se, but you kind of get the point. It gets the point right across. And, they just don't make toys like this anymore. And, Kenner also has a great legacy as a company and a toy maker behind it. So, anyway, stay tuned for more videos, and I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.